Yo, what is going on, guys? Zach here. Welcome back to the channel. And today I want to go over how to do a proper lean bulk. So I'm currently lean bulking right now, so I want to share the knowledge that I've gained over the years, and hopefully I can help you within your fitness journey. So I'm just going to carry you guys along with me throughout the morning and give you a few tips along the way. So hopefully this will help you out, like I said, and let's get into it. Alright, so I'm about to go get my workout in for the day. Today's my upper body strength day. But before I go, I kind of want to give you guys a few tips, as well as, explain to you what's the whole purpose of a lean bulk or bulking in general. So the idea is you're providing your body with more nutrients than that it's used to, and what that is going to do is force it to grow. So it's going to stimulate muscle growth, and it's going to allow you to build strength, which build muscle, and getting stronger and building muscle correlates very well. So that's the whole idea, is we want to get stronger, we want to get bigger. So that's why you do a bulk. Now the benefit of a lean bulk is you're taking things nice and slow, so you're keeping that fat gain to a minimum. So if you go in a caloric surplus, you're eventually going to run into some fat gain. That's just honestly how it is. But while you're doing a lean bulk, like I said, you take things nice and slow to ensure that the weight that you are putting on is, some solid muscle mass. But keep in mind, you will add some water weight and a little bit of fat. But we're trying to put on more muscle, so this is what we have to do in order to grow. So you gotta sacrifice being a little lean to get more muscle, so when you cut back down for the summer, you're gonna have more to show. But that leads me into the first tip, and that is don't rush into things. So if you've decided to do a lean bulk and you're ready to increase your calories, I highly recommend taking it nice and slow and only increasing your total caloric intake by maybe 150 to 200 calories. Now that's really not a whole lot of calories. That's not a whole lot of extra calories per day. 150 to 200 calories, that's a candy bar. So it's really not that much, but we're taking things slow to ensure that we don't put on that fat. That is the most important thing I want you guys to take away from this video. But so for instance, I weigh 164 pounds and I'm pretty active, so my maintenance calories is around 26 to 2700 calories per day. So at the start of my bulk, I just increased my calories by maybe 150 to 200. And that's a good starting point. So you don't want to go too crazy, because if you add a lot of calories at first, you're going to put on unnecessary fat, and that's not what we want. So tip number one is take things nice and slow and only increase your calories by 150 to 200 calories. Now I recommend that you bump your calories up maybe bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks or every 2.5 weeks, so that way you take things nice and slow. But alright guys, I'm about to go get this workout in, so I'll see you there. Okay guys, so now we're switching over to a voiceover, and I want to cover how should you be training while you're in a lean bulk or you're in that caloric surplus. So you're in that caloric surplus, so you have some extra calories floating around your system, so you really want to make sure you put those calories to good use. So essentially the more calories you have, the more energy you're going to have, so you're going to feel a lot stronger, and this is a good time to really focus on building strength. And also, if you have any weak points, so for me, I really want to bring up my chest this year. So I have those extra calories, and I can add a little extra volume to my chest. So put those calories to good use, and also focus on progressive overload. So there's a big misconception a lot of people have, and they think you have to add weight every single time in order to progress, and that's just not necessarily true. You can add weight, or you can add a rep. So say you do 4 sets of 6 and the next week you do 4 sets of 7 with the same weight, that's still progressing. Also, you can add another set, or maybe you don't do none of that. Maybe you come in and you do 4 sets of 6 again, but you notice your form has got better, or the reps are actually easier, they're going up faster. That is still progression, guys. So make sure you focus on all aspects of training, not just adding weight, and that way you'll constantly be progressing and you'll never really plateau, because there's so many ways you can get better than just adding weight. So there you have it, guys. That's tip number 2, and that's put those calories to good use and focus on building strength as well as progressive overload. Alright guys, so right after my workout, I went to the grocery store and picked up a few items. And now I want to get into the types of food you should be consuming while you're performing a lean bulk. So when you're in that caloric surplus, you want to focus on getting foods that are very nutrient rich. So foods that are packed full of vitamins and minerals. So there's a big misconception out there that when you're bulking, you should just add a ton of calories and eat whatever you want, and that is a good strategy to get fat. When you bulk, you want to pretty much eat the same foods that you would eat if you're cutting and trying to preserve muscle. but you're just going to eat more of it. Now, with that being said, also one thing that I like to practice is the 80-20 method, and that is simply 80% of the time, or 80% of the calories that I'm putting in my body is going to be those foods that are very rich in nutrients. So my lean protein sources, I'm primarily getting my carbs from fruits and vegetables, and I'm getting some healthy fats in there. But also I leave 20% of my calories for the foods that I enjoy. So my weakness is Oreos. I really love Oreos, and I like to fit those in my macros and make sure that I have enough calories to fit those in. So make sure you enjoy life and fit the foods that you love in there, as well as the foods that are going to fuel your body properly. And then for the last tip that I have for you guys is, or the last thing I'm going to cover, is how long should you do a lean bulk. So depending on the person, there's going to be a different answer. So let me start off saying, if you're a complete beginner, this is maybe your first year of training, I highly recommend beginners, you stay in a caloric surplus for at least 1 to 2 years. Now, the reason for this is, as a natural athlete, the first few years of training is going to be the most optimal for building muscle as well as strength. So you can really build a strong foundation. If you're too busy cutting and bulking all the time, that's really going to waste a lot of your potential. So make sure you stay in a healthy caloric surplus and try to build muscle gradually. So for anybody else, like if you've been working out for a while like me, I've been working out for almost 7 or 8 years. I like to perform the lean bulk for at least 7-8 months, and then when it starts to get warmer and it's getting close to summertime, that's when I like to start cutting down and really leaning out and revealing the progress that I made. So there you have it, guys. That is how to do a proper lean bulk. Also, if you have any questions, make sure you comment down below and ask me, and I'll try to help you out as much as possible. And also let me know how you like this style of video, and also if you have any video ideas or anything you want me to cover, comment down below. Appreciate the support, and I'll catch you next time.